A kind day to you all, I am Kinsmarck.
I'm Violeta.
And this is Chapter 7 of the stream series XCOM 2. I have spent considerable time since the last stream conducting war games. I like to think I've shaken off the influence of the chip that was pried from my skull. Because, actually, I've started a personal campaign, because I wanted to get some practice in, and I wanted to experiment with various strategies, and so now I feel like I have a much more solid grasp upon how to actually strategize and how to play the game and what I should do at any given time. I have also installed a small plethora of mods, all cosmetic in nature, from armor, clothing, flags, weapons, as well as a small assortment of voice packs, so that I can customize characters further. And I think that's pretty much all I should cover. I have finally, I think, reached the point at which the UI in particular isn't feeling as arcane. I actually feel like I know how to navigate, especially on the Geoscape menu, which I still felt a little confused with at the start of the last stream. And just to clear up any lingering confusion as per the mission that completely fouled me in the last stream, the capture and or kill the Dark VIP missions. That was one of the things that I wanted to experiment with away from the pressures of the stream campaign, and I learned that the trade-off to simply killing the VIP as opposed to capturing them, and all of the extra risk that comes with that, is simply one can't interrogate them, and one simply loses out on a little intel that one can simply generate from passing time at the command HQ. So, from here on, those missions, kill on sight. Those are not capture missions. Those are assassinations from here on, because I still can't stand them for the actual purposes of capturing. So, alright. I shall load, and as I wait on that, shall check in with chat.
Awesome, because we have some stuff.
I'm sure, and I definitely didn't have a false start to this stream.
You totally didn't. So far, the Shield family is here.
Oh, cheers.
Says, hi everyone, only got about 30 minutes to watch until I have to start dinner. Ghost is here, Scarlet is here, Noah is here.
Alright, the squad's all here.
Scarlet says also, I'm now almost officially a knife maker.
Oh, wow!
He built that himself.
That's, oh, hang on, I'm gonna show that to the camera for the stream export. That's awesome, man. That is so cool. Like, smithing is something I always wanted to learn. I've never had the opportunity.
Built this out of a 4mm aluminum sheet to practice stock removal techniques. Overall, I'm happy with the shape. The finish, however, still needs some work, and one fewer tang holes would be better.
That is so cool, man.
Approximately 7 inches by 1 inch.
I'm impressed.
And Noah says, dude, nice.
That is very cool.
Also, howdy folks. If possible, can we take a peek at the character pool? I'd like to request a camo change to Strictarn.
Absolutely. And also, as I said, I have installed all of the mods that add additional clothing and armor and weapons and such, so I now have things like a 1911 sidearm for Marksman, an AS Val and Vinterez, HK 416, 417,
Lots of amazing things.
Variety of G36s. Central, I'm trying to tell the people all kinds of things. So actually, let me just scroll through and I'll show you all some of the new things that we have here.
So Noah says,
an extra cannon.
Noah says, Ken, I'll message you a link if you want to make that a pop up in the export.
All right, cool.
Noah says, totally not yelling loudly because I made the Strictarn. And AS Val?
Absolutely. Yeah, so now I also have an M249 as an alt for the cannon for Grenadiers.
Okay, I want to see that Val. Give me the Val.
Yeah, let's see here.
Please.
So the Val is an assault rifle, whereas the Vinterez is considered a sniper rifle. And also, I have a script that I'm working on currently to actually do a mod spotlight, because it seems like there isn't anyone covering mod spotlights for XCOM 2 in the sort of format that a lot of people have for like Elder Scrolls and Skyrim and etc., and the way that I've covered a lot of those. So I feel like there's a significant void that I can fill, and I absolutely love what the modding community is coming up with for this game, so look forward to some of those in the incredibly near future.
Okay,
Let's
Scott
see.
asks, could I get y'all's opinion on this design?
Sure. Ooh, that looks like a fighting knife. Kind of reminds me of a karambit.
So I think he's going to try and make it.
That's cool.
I don't know.
I also have an
that's
AK-12 and a 416. I'll just show off some of these here.
Wait. I can have the assault rifle?
Uh-huh.
You mean I can have a Val?
Yeah, you could have a Val. Do you want a Val? Yes. All right, I'll scroll through, and they are colorable, so the tan coloration is simply the default for any weapon that gets switched to. HK-416, it looks remarkable. Some of these, I think, are imported from some EA games.
Okay, Scarlet says this is designed as a stealth weapon, stab slash.
One like that, you're not going to stab with all that much because it just doesn't have the right shape
really
for it.
Going to be
that one, you're actually, you're going to hold that with the edge coming from essentially the reverse grip, and that is for essentially that claw to dig in and then tear with a slashing motion.
If you wanted to hold it like this,
if you wanted to hold it with the edge that way, that's going to be more for putting your thumb into the force of the slash. Good old knife fight training. Anyway, 870 MCS, the Marine Corps shotgun, for those who aren't aware. Yeah, you can add a full stock to it. That's one of the modifications.
It's adorable. It's so adorable.
Let's see.
G36.
Steel
family wants a name change also.
All right, cool. So I can accommodate all that. And the G36, I should also note, is canon to the XCOM universe, because the astute will recall that it was the conventional firearm of choice for Exalts in Enemy Unknown / Within. Actually, just Within, because I think that was what added them. There is also a G36K, the smaller cut-down version, essentially a carbine. All of these, I should also say, are statistically identical to the default assault rifle. So they're just a cosmetic change. They do count as separate entities within the loadout tab, so any like attachments one customizes one's weapons with, they don't carry over from gun to gun, obviously. So if any of y'all want weapon changes, just let me know.
Scarlet wants the G36. I want to see the...
Alrighty.
Yes.
Yeah, the Val, so let's get it recolored.
It needs a different color.
Yeah.
So Shield family wants a name change. Noah wants the strict time ammo.
Ready?
And Scarlet wants the G36. No, so I just put into a chip that happened to be nothing but raw compressed spice powder. God, that was awful.
I have had that one. Yeah.
And that has nothing to do with the fact that I'm a Val fan, plus that is actually the name of one of my favorite RPG characters ever. Okay, this shield.
Where is...
Right, you're on top of her.
I know, I'm looking for Scott. Have we not recruited him? I thought we had.
Scarlet?
Yeah, I guess not. Okay. Well, as soon as we recruit him, then I'll give him the G36. Alright, so...
And Noah would like to look at what some of the new patterns look like on guns.
Yeah, sure. Let's see here. Also,
the
for...
Shield family, what is the name change you would like?
While we're waiting, I'll show off some of the extra sniper rifles. We now have an HK-417 DMR. I'm so happy about that.
So pretty.
L115, Accuracy International Arctic Warfare. And of course, the VSS of Interez.
Oh, hey. Amber Shield Moxley.
Amber Shield Moxley.
Shield is the nickname.
Alrighty.
For later, so I'm actually going to write that down. Amber, and then the last name is...
L-E-Y or just L-Y?
M-O-X-L-E-Y.
L-E-Y, alright. Alrighty, so keep Shield in mind, because she doesn't have the nickname yet. Alrighty. So,
Shield.
Since your current rifle already has an attachment, do you want to keep that or change to one of the others? Because I don't mind either way. Also, I finally learned what these personal combat sims are. They're actually some of the loot that one can pick up from slain enemies, etc. And they essentially just give a permanent stat increase to this or that.
Okay, so Noah wants to change to the what do you call it? Strict time. Do we have him?
Ready? I think no, we haven't recruited him yet. Okay. So I'll keep that in mind for once we get him.
Ghost wants HK-417 for me, plus 1911, please.
Yes, sir. Oh, I haven't shown the 1911 yet, so I'm glad you said that. Let's see.
HK-417.
417 and 1911. Alright, let's...
Shield family says keep it. She wants to keep her gun.
Alright, I figured.
Scarlett says, I got a scope mod for Fallout 4 that gives proper ACOG sights. DMR, FTW.
Sweet.
Yeah,
there's the 1911. It looks pretty friggin' solid.
Wait, show me again.
And I love that it's actually one of the there's actually a name for it. Isn't it the like the MUSOC, the stuff that like Special Operations Command, the 1911s they use, because it's got like the delta in the grip as well as of course the accessory rail, plus the the dovetailed thing there. I know I'm admiring the gun. I like 1911s. So anyway. Let's see, is there anything else? Also, as you can kind of tell, I did load this up and at least change around a few things just to kind of catch up the character roster for this save for some of the mods and stuff that I had. And so I replaced some of the people that are for now just kind of placeholders, characters that haven't gotten promoted into a class yet. Some of these, though, these are some of the veterans from my personal campaign that are here, at least until they get changed into one of our chat regulars. And also, since this guy reminded me, because I made him an Exalt character, I have a couple of theories so far that, prior to moving on, I want to share with the chat.
You aren't going to make... I thought we were going to make a game theory-like video.
I am. And I want to complete this campaign first prior to making that, just in case it answers anything. Okay. So for now, consider this just pure conjecture. The thing is, the availability, let me just show you, of this. That face wrap, the astute will remember, is the very same as was worn on the faces of Exalt agents in Enemy Within. Why, I ask thee, is it available for agents of XCOM? One would think that's the colors of the enemy as far as they're concerned. So, my theory is, considering how early the commander was essentially captured alive and then implanted into the psionic training module system network that he was, I think it is entirely possible that what's in the previous game we saw as commandos from XCOM engaging Exalt were in fact early Advent forces fighting XCOM that we, in our illusory little Matrix world, saw as XCOM fighting Exalt. I think the colors of that face wrap are in fact the colors of the Resistance following the fall of XCOM. I could have that completely incorrect. It's possibly wrong.
Okay.
I don't know. I feel like there's a strong possibility for it, because I've checked the timeline, and Exalt operations commence in the 3rd month of the campaign in Enemy Within.
Scarlett says, Bandana guy has neck scales, thin man!
Yeah, I purposely made him look as though he has some of the Exalt gene modifications. He's also got some other tattoos. Those come from a mod.
Shield says, just sent you changes for character.
Cool. Alrighty.
We will fix that between this stream and next.
Yeah. So the thing is, the attack on the command center for XCOM isn't a static event. It happens depending upon the choices one makes and when one makes them in the campaign. So potentially, that could happen prior to the commencement of Exalt operations. So part of me thinks I have this correct. Part of me, because I kind of like Exalt, hopes I'm wrong. I think I have a theory here, though. Also, another thing, on that note, it just kind of clicked for me literally this morning that the campaign of this particular game implies, considering the project that the commander was implanted into, that I, as the commander, have considerable psionic power, probably one of the most powerful psions in all humanity, because the control, the trickle down of the command structure that the commander was plugged into. It's interesting to me.
Sheila says, thought I already did it. Also,
oh, did you?
The story that I was writing had to be completely restarted.
Oh, that sucks.
I'm so sorry.
Found a plot hole or something? Because I've had that happen.
Did you lose the
Oh, yeah, that would suck even harder.
I hate it. That's why I use Google Docs. At least...
Before he made contact, I just assumed the spokesman had died or moved on after the council dissolved. From what the police told me, it sounds like he managed to gain a position with the Advent government early on, if only to start leaking intel to the resistance.
That reminds me, pause that for just a second, we can resume. One thought I had, because I, of course, saw the cutscenes again as I started my personal campaign. There is still at least one thin man amongst Advent. The speaker. The guy that we see on the news. He has the neck scales.
And
he wears shades.
The very specific thin man shades.
Yeah, their particular shades. So it seems like he's photosensitive the way they are. So...
Scarlett's like, a game theory!
That's just it. So I am actually thinking, if the campaign here doesn't, like, you know, end up changing any of my thoughts on that, if it doesn't, like, make revelations that could eliminate the validity of it, because I haven't actually played in my personal campaign, I should say, any farther than...
He's just restarted multiple times low levels.
Yeah, because I've actually run through the first few missions of the game probably a good half dozen times or so, because I enjoy the low-level combat for the, you know, the kind of challenging nature of it, as well as to just get some practice in, like I said, to experiment with different strategies, and to check and see what the various outcomes of the various mission formats actually are, such as killing Dark VIPs as opposed to capturing them alive, which at this point, yeah, those are assassination missions. So now we can check in with chat again.
But yeah, that's why I use Google Docs, because, you know, even if you have a copy of it on your computer, it syncs.
Yeah.
So even if something happens to the copy on your computer, you still have it online. Just because I can't stand the idea. Yeah, oh, I'm sorry. She opened it, says, somehow I happened to delete it by accident when I was trying to upload it to Doc and putting it on a blog.
Oh.
I still have the outline and some of the handwritten parts. I just have to retype it up.
Oh, that stings.
I'm so sorry.
I've had that happen.
Oh,
I feel your
yeah.
pain. I feel it so hard.
And Master says, morning, Mr. K and Mrs. V.
Cheers.
Hello.
Just catching everyone up since I have recovered from my fatigue in the field. I appreciate everyone's patience. I seriously do. I should address that as well.
Sorry about your 300
know,
pages. She said, no, it was 300 pages long.
Oh, it's a small novel's worth of content.
I am so sorry.
That stings.
That's like when we lost our entire
all of my Minecraft worlds.
world, especially the one that was actually complete with actual novels.
That I had spent all the time writing down a campaign journal, essentially.
We understand that pain, and that really does suck.
Alright, so anyway, one last thing that, as I was actually checking around in Steam for adding things to the catalog of my wish list and everything, because I want to actually at some point play the classic XCOM games. I actually saw my dad play them sometimes when I was a kid. I saw very little of them, though, so I can't say I know pretty much anything about them. However, as I was checking into, I think, the first XCOM UFO Defense, I saw that at the ending stages of that campaign, one can construct, I think one has to as part of the story, essentially a command ship to take into space and actually fight the aliens there in some capacity. And that ship is called the Avenger. So I think the story of this game, yeah, it's essentially catching up to the original and kind of, telling it with another spin. And I love that when, because
this is a reboot.
Yeah, when modern incarnations of otherwise classic series hearken to their origins like that, I always appreciate it so much.
Happy. Sheila says, but I do have about 150 pages of it in 3 notebooks, so I am good.
Yeah, it takes some of the...
That's only half of it, though, so it still kind of sucks.
Yeah,
but...
that sucks some of the poison from the wound, still.
At least you didn't lose it all, right?
Yeah. Alright, so I need to catch up on how this campaign is going. So let's see here. We have a supply drop, Viper autopsy, the Skulljack is already underway, and we are clearing some machinery. Alright, so what are we researching? The Vipers. What have I already researched? Officer, Lancer, Trooper, turrets, of course the tech, faceless, hybrid, modular weapons, resistance comms, resistance radio, sectoid. Alright, so that means I need to start on magnetic weapons and plate armor very soon. So, yeah, those are the three I have left. Psionics, magnetic, plated. Alright, sweet. So now, facilities.
Resources at their disposal, but we've still managed to do reasonably well against them, despite our own limitations.
Still alive, aren't we?
Started, Commander.
Alright, so now facilities. Excellent. Alright, so as soon as this one is constructed,
You wanted to go to the power coil.
yeah, and something else that I figured out is that I don't actually have to use the power coils to make power generators, and if I construct a workshop, a central column like this is the ideal place for it, because one can construct gremlin drones to then man the facilities adjacent to it. So,
Cool.
yeah, so putting a workshop along the sides is a waste. You have to put it in the center to get the most from it. So, let's see, what items have we? A couple of med kits. As soon as the Viper is done, we'll get Battlefield Medicine, and that is an incredible upgrade to the med kits. Mind shield, smoke grenade. Arc blade, absolutely get the arc blade. Because I have found that I haven't as much need to stay as stingy with supplies and especially intel as I initially was, because I was just cautious to make sure I wasn't
We didn't know.
expending the resources. It seems like supplies are pretty easy to come by, at least at the current difficulty setting. So yeah, get that.
I like her.
And-
You know what? I just realized her little tank top has. The...
Yeah, she's a cool outfit. She also has a custom tattoo.
Ooh, what's her custom tattoo?
I can't see it from here. You see it in some of the cutscenes.
Dang it!
Let's see.
I wish
Proving
we could,
ground.
like,
Slim, but I'm hoping we find a few more recruits who can handle a wrench. I could use the help.
All in good time.
We're working on it, Shen.
Let's see.
No, it says at least it's easier to write a second time, and in doing this, you'll prove your dedication to the story to yourself.
Yeah,
If it's
absolutely.
worth writing once, it's worth writing twice.
Yeah. Plus, you can probably work out some of the kinks that might
Yeah,
have shown up the first
That's
time.
something that I do. Like, I'll write little bits, and then I'll go back and be like,
We'll get started right away, Commander.
I need to, like, change this.
There we are. Alright, get a few more of those. Because Alarium cores, you know, this is what they're for, so I need to just start on some of this stuff.
Actually using them.
Yeah. Because, like, these are the lessons that I learned from my personal campaign without the pressures of stream, you know, to make sure everything, like, happens well. I was willing to just scrap entire campaigns for the sake of experimentation. So I've learned some hard lessons that I can now experiment with. Like I said, I like to think I've shaken off the influence, the haze in my mental space from the chip in my head. So now I'm focused. Let's see.
So, I like the gremlins. They're cute. Do we get to change the way they look later, you think?
I
Like,
think
with
so,
upgrades?
because the one thing that tells me that we will get either alternates or at least upgrades is, where is a specialist?
No, it says, so guys, I may or may not have a problem. I have a Google Drive folder just labeled idea pile.
I have that. It's
Oh.
just sitting on my desktop with a lot of WordPad documents.
Oh, that's me. I legit have several docs and WordPad documents just with. Sometimes they're only even one sentence.
Yeah, sometimes. So what tells me we will get at least alts or upgrades for the gremlins is that here in the loadout tab, they show up for specialists. So
Oh,
also, one
That's
thing that I
cool.
think someone said in chat, I just didn't quite get what they meant, is that for upgrades to armor and weapons, such as, you know, the magnetic weapons or, you know, the arc sword or the plated armor, one only need construct those once, and then they apply to all soldiers.
Do
One
they
can just
really?
equip them freely.
that's cool.
So now, all of our rangers have the arc. That's just a thing now. Let's see. Is there anything else
We need to put
that's...
me in combat again, though.
Yeah,
'cause I'm
yeah. We need to get everyone kind of squared away. All right, so Vulture, that is good for getting extra loot. Lightning strike, that, wet work. We need that. Increased experience means increased levels and more abilities. And squad size, when do we get that? We need a captain to get that.
No, it says, I still have the logistical plans for my idea for a story of a Russian invasion of mainland USA.
I remember when you told me about that. That was actually a really well-conceived story.
Yeah, I think that sounds like a really cool thing.
Are any of our regulars available for
Spokesman took a
recruitment
big
right now?
risk getting inside Advent. Enough for me to believe he's loyal to our cause. There may still be a few skeptics in the movement, but we've got bigger things to worry about than a man on the screen.
I agree. I have also learned that the recruitment roster here changes once a month, so...
We do not need to... Well, there's Jason Brody.
Yeah. I have also made a lot more characters to eventually release in some packs.
Noah says, it might be due
Please.
time to return to it, to be honest.
Indeed.
Yeah, my character
cool.
is shaken, but she's available for the next combat,
So
I
let me
think.
save since I did a little updates. Cool. And alright, let's get this campaign
Scarlett
moving.
wants to know if you checked out the Fallout Equestria game yet.
I haven't yet. I heard that was
Wait,
getting worked on.
Equestria?
Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
My Little Pony?
it is.
I was
Alright,
like,
let's
is that the
so-
My Little Pony world?
So let's see, where exactly
Heat
is everything?
signature.
I have also learned that each campaign start area is randomized.
Is it?
So yeah, I had one start in East Asia. I had another start in the Western North America.
Ooh.
It seems like, at least currently, anecdotally, I start in Asia more often than not. It's just probably just because there are more places, so it's more statistically likely.
Can we finish making contact with these days?
Yeah, hang on. I need to kind of assess the situation here. All right, so the Avatar project, I have also heard one can kind of stretch out the counter for it, because each time one hits one of the project facilities, it will reset the timer. So if you allow it to get pretty close to its conclusion, then hit someplace, you can essentially get more time out of it if you're careful. So, also, another thing I should note, you can see this is kind of grayed out. Each region, if you establish contact in enough places, each of these, pegs counts for something, you get a regional, increase. So for this one, and I think those are also random per campaign. All GTS combat costs. So since we're in Asia, alright, we're halfway there, we get the suit up. All armor and vest proving ground projects are completed instantly.
Ooh.
Oh, hell yes!
Ooh.
Alright.
Yeah.
So, let's see, we are currently here.
We're still trying to make contact. We just haven't finished that.
Yeah. Alright, so the market is there, and that actually kind of makes sense, because one would think that that is probably
A nice...
a convenient, smuggling avenue.
Shield family says, I have 15 composition notebooks filled with ideas that need to be added to Google Doc. I've even started to Fallout New Vegas fan fiction. But
Cool.
BRB, gotta put pasta on water.
Alrighty.
Dude, where is that? Out in the middle
Yeah,
of
that's
nowhere?
in the Pacific. So, I think
Do we want to...
it will actually get easier for us to aim for the European facility. I haven't actually hit the black site, though, and that's what this is. And we have contact with that region.
We're supposed to.
Yeah.
That's one of our things.
So, alright, let me finish establishing contact. We'll check the heat signature, and then we'll just kind of see what happens from there, because the counter isn't even halfway, so I can stretch this out and collect resources, so we aren't gonna rush.
Delos 257 is here.
Cheers.
Apparently, some of the advanced enemies kicked their asses today.
Message coming through, Commander.
Alright,
Putting
let's
it on
see.
screen now. You have made considerable progress against the aliens over the past month, Commander. I hope that your ongoing efforts will only lead to further success.
Yay!
3 internets to whoever gets that reference, because that's a character I created.
Ooh,
Alright, what's the dark events?
Miss Morgan's also one of my new characters.
Yep. Alright, rural checkpoints. Advent stifles the movements of resistance resources, decreasing supplies of the next supply drop. That isn't all that terrible.
I don't
Aliens
like
hide
that
an
at all.
ambush among the populace, placing a hidden faceless on each mission for a month.
Every mission for
Yeah.
a month?
The least favorite for me, though, there's one that increases the armor and therefore the health of all Advent soldiers
Should we
for
do
a
reveal
month.
then and see
Yeah.
if it's that?
Alien scientists make great strides on the Avatar project, instantly adding 1 block to the progress meter. That isn't all that concerning, so I'm gonna counter that
we're
when
gonna
it comes
mess
up.
with it. Yeah.
Alright, let's see here. Supply drop. Alright, ignore that for now. Let's just finish making contact. Actually, I can't, because I'm 3 for 3 on contacts. So that means I need to establish more comms. So actually, yeah, let's collect the supplies.
Supply drop?
Supplies, yeah.
Oh.
Well...
Well, we started
Oh wait,
that.
yeah, we already made contact. Now we just have to actually
Finish it.
establish it.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. Incoming transmission. Mission.
Wolf
Operation
Fist.
Wolf Fist. Neutralize target in Advent vehicle. We get some supplies and some intel. Because like I said, this is why I can't
Oh,
find myself all that concerned.
Whiskers is here. He
Ah,
says
cheers,
hello,
man.
people. Hello, hello.
I have changed your character as requested, so...
Sending floors for
Dark Huascar is now a thing.
Wait, we're going over here?
Yeah, for some reason it just sets you down somewhere in the region.
Oh.
Alright, let's see. Who we got? Mr. Vickers.
We
Alright.
should put me in, I think. To get my shaken off.
Yeah, hang on.
Ooh,
Alright,
this
we don't
tea.
need that many marksmen, so... Midius, you can sit this one out.
Because doesn't
let's
shaking
put you
go
in.
away if they're part of a successful mission?
Yeah, also if they kill enemies.
Oh, really?
mhm.
Like you just have to
And-
kill someone? Wow.
Yeah, it isn't just that. It helps though. I have also finally learned how to get the most out of the Ranger class, and I'm starting to learn that Gunslinger Marksmen aren't as weak as I first thought, because they can get more shots off than any character in the game.
No, it says, so how are new characters acquired? Mission rewards? Yes, and
Uh,
also in the recruit thing, but that changes once a month.
Yeah,
In-game time,
I can
mind you.
recruit from central headquarters, and I can also acquire additional agents as rewards for doing some missions and doing like guerrilla attacks for resistance cells, which comes up periodically. So
Miss T doesn't have a med pack.
now she, oh, she is a specialist. Yeah, let's get her a med.
Well,
see.
she has to be a she loves being the
Yeah,
healer.
and I gave her the G36. That was one of the things I changed off stream. So
The
let's
Lowell says,
see.
yeah, pretty much. You can also recruit them. But the list of people you can recruit from only changes once an in-game month.
Yeah.
So we have to wait to get our character pool
Yep.
characters in.
So, alright then. I think we're solid.
Let's do this!
Let's roll out. And as much as I have played this in my personal time, I still appreciate every single time all of the animations.
We're in the pipe. 5x5.
Ah, we're so excited!
So,
So I haven't got to have my character
Of an
in.
alien collaborator moving through this area in an Advent transport. Apparently the loss of this individual would be a serious blow to the aliens. So we're moving in to take care of him. Locate the transport vehicle and neutralize the VIP along with any hostile resistance. They prefer we bring the target in alive, but use whatever means necessary.
So
I
where is
shall
this?
indeed.
Volgograd?
Volgograd. So this is Western Russia.
Shield says they're back just in time to be deployed.
Commence the action.
Scott says my gunslinger finished the mission off with a 3-shot rain from his sidearm. Went through a wall.
Menace 1-5, target location confirmed. Move to engage. Eliminate all
Pretty
hostile
close.
So
contacts.
cool.
I love the Advent cars.
The cars are so nifty.
Okay, so the extraction zone is right next to the target. So the way that I've started to approach these missions is if the VIP just kind of falls right into my convenience, essentially, then I'll capture them. Other than that, I post up so that I've got the squad as close to extraction as I can, still concealed, fire, kill the target, and then in the next turn, just make a full, just all-out run for the extraction zone. Get in, hit hard, get out. Because I can acquire intel in other ways. Alright, let's see.
No, it says also the other story idea. BCC of a big U.S. plans.
The rendezvous point has been compromised. Stand by for new evac coordinates. I have eyes on the enemy.
I haven't ever had that happen.
Oh, I bet I know what happened. I bet they saw our smoke because it was so close.
Probably, yeah.
Because it was in their radius.
Yeah. Because
yeah,
that's...
Yeah, they saw it.
Interesting. Alright, I haven't ever had that happen.
Interesting. That's
I'm still learning.
Okay, so...
Alright, so we need to get the hell away from them. Oh, shit, he's exposed.
No, it says that the other story. After World War II, we occupied Germany, used their stuff to produce German tanks as an allied force. Used them to supplement our buildup. Instead of Cold War coming from World War II simply never ends. The alliances just shift.
Interesting.
Shield says that sounds like a good read.
Let's get moving.
I like some of these building.
Yeah, the structures are cool.
too.
And there are a couple of mods that add additional, essentially, assets to the pool that the construction part of the levels
Wait,
draws from.
Is that a giant pigeon?
It isn't
Scroll
giant.
down.
What?
On the sidewalk. Go back down. Further
Sidewalk?
down on the... There was one right there. The thing is fat.
It is fat.
I mean, look at how big it is.
I ain't arguing with that.
To our characters. It's
Yeah.
as big as their heads.
If it was properly scaled, though, we'd hardly see it.
I know.
It's
That just means it's a New York pigeon.
pretty much. Or in this case, a Russian pigeon.
Russia strong? For pigeons?
Please, Viper. They didn't do anything. They just sat static.
Oh.
I was so worried about this patrol coming this way and then seeing him.
Oh.
Oh, okay, alright. The gaming gods have smiled upon me. Alright, so, changing plans. We are going to head essentially to the railing of the structure that the evac zone is sitting on. We're all going to line up here, fire on the target, and then immediately evac.
Sounds good. Now it says it's based off of plans to allies Germany and use their superior production quality plus American mass production to produce a force to rival the Soviets, because we knew we'd have to face them. But now
Right.
the question, whose perspective should the story follow, and what role should they be? German tanker, American commander, etc. This guy says fat pigeon.
I would vote
PHAT.
a soldier whose tour just kind of happened to carry them through some of the significant conflicts. Kind of provide that, like, from the ground perspective. That's just me, though. That's my favorite kind of approach.
Location confirmed.
Alright. Let's get moving. Come on. Come on. Work with me here, camera. There we go. I'm actually kind of happy that I can equip a MG36 or an M249 or something instead of the essentially minigun cannon, because it fits certain characters. I prefer something a little more modest for most. Alright, there we go.
Copy that.
So that is her sniper post. This is gonna go clean.
Hostiles over here.
Eyes on target.
No, it says. So.
Target identity confirmed. Menace 1-5. Remember, we're here to capture the VIP if possible. Knock them out and bring them in.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. There's
You're
interference,
breaking up.
Central.
You're breaking up.
You aren't clear on the radio. You said execute the target, correct? Cool.
Whiskers asked, who's Riddick over here? Oh. Wait, which one? Is that me?
No, that was Green.
Oh.
Okay. I gave Green a little gear makeover.
No, it says a Wehrmacht soldier who dodged war crime prosecution, survived the war, and was effectively taken in, retrained, and deployed against Soviets.
Sounds cool to me.
Yeah, that sounds like a cool main character.
just going to Overwatch, and then we are going to get our actions on the next turn. Let's get you up to cover. Because another strategy that I've learned for an ideal ambush is having all characters in the squad Overwatch.
Be advised, hostile interceptors are inbound on your current position. Firebrand has a limited window to provide extraction.
I know. And then having the last character, either a grenadier or a sniper, then compromise concealment, fire on targets, either soften up a group with a grenade or take out a high-profile target with the marksman, and then as the enemy establishes contact and then they scatter, everyone is on Overwatch. So as soon as they scatter, they all provoke shots. I've cleared entire squads in one turn that way several times.
Okay. Shield says BRB will be listening but can't see until I finish cooking.
Alrighty.
No, it says also gun porn, tank porn, plane porn. Good times, 10 out of 10. Massive ass. No. Have you seen the TV show The Man in the High Castle? And Scott says, just a note on stealth. If a patrol moves close to a unit but the XCOM unit doesn't move, it will remain in stealth.
Yeah, if they aren't flanking you and you're still in cover, then they haven't seen you. Alright, so you are going to take our shot. You are going to go on Overwatch. Same with you. And you. Does that leave anyone else? It does not. Alright. Take the target. Shit. He isn't down. Hit him. Didn't kill him.
Take another shot?
Yeah. That's why I put everyone on Overwatch. Because now we can actually
Blow up
stay
the
in
car?
cover. Yeah. Haha! Ah, come on.
Target's still up.
Oop! That set off the car.
He's like, oh god!
Come on, assholes. I am not letting this mission format defeat me again. Because I learned the hard way last time. What you up to?
No, it says... Whisker says, is this the mainstream continuity going on here?
Mm-hmm.
No, it says also going to play some culture games with how different sides have different names for different conflicts. America will call it the reclamation phase of World War II, whereas the Soviet side will deem it an entirely new conflict called the Traitors' War.
Interesting. Are you serious, man? You want to close on the entire squad? Have fun with that.
He's so stupid.
Now he's panicking. Oh crap! I'm flanked! Alright.
No, are you flanked? I couldn't tell.
Byra, would you like to return the favor? Cheers!
Thousands to go.
Do we still have eyes on the target? Come on. Finish the job. There we are! Alright.
Target eliminated.
Status confirmed. Target eliminated.
Retreat to cover. Come on, miss. Alright. Ah!
Wizard
That hurt.
says, hey, they said the hybrids were better soldiers, not smarter.
She's a little pissed about getting shot.
Well, she is a squatty. She's not...
Yeah. Alright, so...
Okay.
Get in there. Overwatch. Because I could evac. I don't like evacing most of the squad and leaving like a couple of people, because then all the enemy can concentrate fire on them and it could kill them.
The lull that's what you guys are talking about with the Ultimate World War II.
It's
it's
a
story
that one of our chat
Nomad
regulars
Studios is working on.
Head to that location.
Because there are several writers amongst the community. Actually, let's give him a little present, shall we?
Yes.
Have a little acid grenade. Have fun with that, asshole. A little parting gift. He melted! Alright. Alright, so you're it.
So we killed
enter.
him. Awesome.
Yeah, so target is down. Now for the next turn, assuming he doesn't tongue grab someone. Don't you do it. Oh, that's gonna sting. Fine, you stay right there and cover the streets. Have fun with that. Alright, so they're calling in reinforcements.
1-5, we're picking up an enemy transport inbound on your current position.
I know. Perfect. Alright. Let's get someone with full health to draw their fire. Just in case. There we go. I had a feeling that would provoke a shot. Oh, alright, it missed. Excellent. Alright. Now that we've spent his Overwatch, everyone evac. Alright. A little messy. Still completed the objective.
Ready to boogie. Packing it in.
Whisker says, I see you have an AS Val. Is this just mods?
Yep. I have installed many mods.
Is Miss T still freaking out?
Apparently. That's concerning. Could you not? Shit. I hadn't realized I didn't have control over her, because now she's left on her own for a round. And she has 1 health. Shit.
Miss T, we love you.
That isn't ideal. You stay there in Overwatch. Good! Stay right there.
Panic removed.
Okay.
You've got her.
Alright, good.
Get her out of here.
Oh, is this gonna provoke
She
Overwatch?
has a Healy.
Yeah, alright. So, heal and then move. Just in case she gets shot.
On my way.
Oh, damn! Miss! 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 Oh!
No!
Alright, I'm tempted to scrub that, just because that was my mistake.
You can try it again.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Ah, crap. I can't from here. Alright, hang on. Let me let this... Because I could have
Hello,
made
sis
that.
Brit.
It's just, I didn't realize she was still considered panicked. So if I had known that,
You
I'd have just
wouldn't
left the entire squad on Overwatch and then let her clear herself up and then get out. Because it was leaving her alone that got her killed. Alright, so that was my stupid error. Alright. Yeah. Continue.
Commander.
Yeah, alright. So, we'll just load from a couple of turns ago. Alright. Alright. So, is she still panicked? I think so. Alright, he's melted. Can I just pop a grenade at this asshole? Because he's pissing me off. There we go. Oh, wait. Yeah.
Get ready for a surprise.
Have fun.
T-Town, reload, says Scarlet. Again.
How do you like that? Yeah, removed his Overwatch.
Aha. She's heard.
So, who still has turns remaining? Alright, we can't get everyone out, so we are going to instead get everyone to cover, because everyone comes home. I know we've lost a couple of people in the campaign so far. That was prior to me realizing that characters I create, even if I set their preferred class in the character pool, won't necessarily promote into that class. So they kind of don't count. I plan on making them again. Alright, get you to that cover. And while you're at it, let's heal. Yeah. Cool. Alright. So they're coming. So we just need to wait on her to shake off that panic. Alright, they can't reach us just yet. Shit! I was afraid of that. Seriously? That complicates things.
Panic removed, at least.
Yeah. Alright. We can't get everyone out this turn. Hit the damn snake. Thank you. Alright. Can he make it here again in his turn? Come on. Alright, if nothing else, let me get him here. That way he's away from them. Are you serious? Alright. Just get moving, get away from him. Alright. T, you patch yourself up since we're apparently stuck here in the field for another few seconds. Come on, I just want to get the hell out of here. Alright. Actually, you're going to send an aid protocol for him since he's the most hurt. That's another thing I've learned. Especially if you have to have someone provoke an Overwatch shot, have one of your specialists give them an aid protocol, just so that they're that less likely to get shot. Okay, alright, so just keep our position covered. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Don't you fucking dare. Son of a... I hate Vipers!
Oh.
This has gotten messy. They're all grouped together. Shit, my Grenadier is the one that's all wrapped up, though.
S-15 hostile interceptors are on high-speed approach. The window for extraction is closing.
I know that. Thank you.
Delil says, I hate those freaking snakes. Yeah.
I do, too. Alright.
Okay.
Get over there. At least take the frickin' pistol shot. But Graze doesn't count, does it? No. Still keeps the hold. Shit.
Closing on target position now.
Come on. I'm just trying to get out of here. Finally. completed these so much more cleanly on my personal campaign. This one has just gone to hell. Alright, can I get a frag out there that'll only hit the Viper? Not quite. And I can't det the car either. Alright, you just cover from cover. Alright. Get into the evac zone. Come on. Anything else? No. Then turn. Come on. I just need everyone within. Are you serious? Come on! They should have a cooldown for that ability. Because that's kind of ridiculous. Let me guess. Oh, miss. Alright. Ah!
Yep. Let's
Yeah.
it got a little too messy.
Ah.
See, this would be a lot easier if we weren't trying to keep everyone alive every time.
I know. I hate this mission format. I thought I had it clear. Ah. Because I practiced that particular format several times.
No, it's
For this reason.
Scrub hours.
Okay. So this time we'll get another version of it. Hopefully one that doesn't shake up my plan on contact.
Under your leadership, Commander, and
What's
you
the
have
20?
outdone yourself.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright.
Well, so sort of clean in and out. That's pretty messy.
Uh-huh. Alright. Amber Cavern. Neutralize target.
Setting course for the West Asian
Ah.
corridor.
I'm sorry. Menthius says, how is everybody doing?
Oh, you know. Just coming down with an inconvenient case of combat death. Okay.
Alright.
So let's get...
We only have one health kit.
Yeah.
One med kit.
That's all we really need. You know what? I think we will take him along. Especially since he's here.
Yep.
And... yeah.
Sky Ranger deployed. Medics ready to deploy.
And here in a little while, I'll check into the character pool for like the armor and clothing and weapons and such.
Has been tracking a VIP known for working with the aliens, and they finally narrowed the target to a quadrant in this area. They've asked us to move in and deal with this person once and for all. As always, we'll need to eliminate any hostile forces protecting the package to secure the area. Capture the target if possible. Use force if necessary.
Like the sound of that. I've also seen that for each format, Central has different versions of his dialogue.
Delil says, come on, this time you got this. And I got a message from Menthius telling me to check my Steam.
Ah. Oh, that reminds me.
I'll have
We
to
have
wait
some.
till after stream for that. But
Yeah, we have some keys for games to give away. So, on that note, since it sounds like Menthius is
Target location
feeling generous again.
Move to engage. Eliminate all hostile
Oh, they're
contact.
inside. Oh, that complicates things. However, extraction is there. Alright.
Position is obscured.
So, I actually have a list of a few things. So, let's
wow,
go
that
with...
is tiny.
I don't know.
Thank you.
I can read it, so... a key for tiny troopers.
Which one is that?
I haven't the faintest idea.
Oh. I was like, I thought you knew what these were.
I've had a few things come into my possession through a couple of like packs that I've purchased. Some of which I've had like repeat keys for extras. Some of which I'm just not interested in the game, so I'd rather give them away to someone who would actually play them and enjoy them. So if you want to throw your name in the hat for Tiny Troopers.
Tiny Troopers. Wait,
Then-
write down a number between 1 and 100, love.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and write one down to start with.
Put it here in the corner. We'll go with
Don't say it out loud.
that.
And everybody who wants Tiny Troopers, pick a number between 1 and 100.
And then at
whoever
the
gets closest,
yeah,
will
and
get
at
the
the
key.
completion of the mission, we'll have our winner. So from now until then,
whether we save scrub or not, it doesn't count. Like it counts
I-
either way.
like I said, once we finish it.
All right, so Tiny Troopers, free key. Number between 1
so-
and 100.
I think my strategy this time, since they're indoors, is I want to send the squad around this flank, hit this wall with a grenade, knock it out,
And then
then have a sniper
shoot 'em.
put the shot through the wall,
Sounds good.
and then have the rest of the squad on Overwatch from here to cover anyone that is protecting them. That'll have to do. Alright,
On it.
let's get moving.
Nobody wants Tiny Troopers, I don't think. Because no one's putting in a... Oh, wait. Okay, gotcha. Alright, so Noah, Nomad, has put in 63. That's his number.
Alright.
For length of sleep dope smoker song. Yes, song. In minutes. Over an hour long, huh? That's a long song.
Yeah, there are certain groups that aren't a fan of the convention of the like 3 to 5 minute.
Okay, Menthius says 69 because it's the best number ever. So Menthius 69.
Ooh. Alright, contact on civilians in there. So I need to avoid them.
Huh. Noah says, yep, and it's a legitimate song, not just 50 songs in a row.
Let's do this.
Wow. That is an intense song length.
Affirmative.
Yay! I want to stab a thing or shoot a thing. I'll take either one.
This is not the mission format for that.
I know, but eventually I get to stab and shoot.
Yep.
Scarlet is 73. Awesome. So Noah, Nomad, Menthius, and Scarlet have all put in their numbers.
Just keep track of the numbers.
Yep.
I don't need an announcement for every single one. Oh, cool, I can make it.
On it.
Go for it. You got this. I believe. I believe I can fly.
That's we're almost
Are we almost to contact zone?
to just about. I'm gonna
Awesome.
try and keep us clear of patrols.
I believe in us. Yes. I like that we can go diagonally and it doesn't.
I've also seen that if you like could reach a path, however you couldn't do so without having to step into one of these exposed
yeah,
tiles,
it'll tell you.
with the little eye pop up there. Come on, camera.
So Lulz asks, do you never check the watchtowers for the potential bonuses? What? What bonuses?
There aren't any watchtowers. Oh, you mean the like scan towers things? Nah, because usually it isn't enough to warrant the risk.
Oh, gotcha. Shield Family says, back, did I miss anything? Yes, we are giving away a free copy of Tiny Troopers via Steam Key. So if you would like to put your name in the hat for it, please give us a number between 1 and 100. We have already written down the actual one, and whoever gets closest will get the game. Nomad's already chosen 63, Menthy is 69, and Scarlet's 73. I'm just telling them because they probably can't read the past chat, so
I know.
that way there's no double numbers.
I'll need to ask twice.
Got it. Moving.
Okay, so Shield family. We got 13. Okay, so that's 4 people whose names are in the hat. Awesome.
Or in this case, in the helmet.
In the helmet.
Position
I guess that's a valid thing.
On move.
So there's some of these, because every single mission is procedurally generated, that
Are they
you have
all?
to, spend considerable time just reaching the objective zones.
I don't like the new sectoids, I'm not gonna lie. They freak
Well,
me out a little bit.
It's because they aren't the fodder enemies anymore.
I know.
Has a limited window to provide extraction.
Because now the Advent Troopers are the fodder enemies.
I know.
And
but
sectoids are actually kind of like,
advanced.
yeah.
But I miss the almost cute little ones. Okay, I kind of miss the almost cute little ones.
Alright, so putting her there
Copy that.
will give her line of sight once the wall goes down. Good.
Time to move.
You are going to escort for her.
Yeah, Ghost says, why are we starting numbers? I zoned out. Free copy of Tiny Troopers via Steam Key.
Hmm.
So everybody who wants a chance is giving us a number between 1 and 100, and whichever number is closest to the one we already wrote down gets the game.
And if I have you on Steam, I'll simply, after the stream, send you the key via that.
Yep. And if we don't,
Then I'll send it via the Twitch Messenger.
so Ghost, let's put his name in.
Alright, he's keeping an eye on us.
Who
So,
Ah,
this little squad here. Alright, they have us locked down.
so wait for now.
No. Let me see. So, she has eyes on the contact zone. Now, what I'm worried about is, are they actually here,
Or
are they in this little
the-
office with the desk?
No idea. There's no way to know, really, is there, without...
I just have to trust the indicator. So, let's
Delos
see.
says time to fight. I think it might be.
Alright. Can you hit that wall from here? Yes, you can. Excellent. Alright. So, we're gonna have everyone else.
Whisker says a key to what? Wasn't here. Tiny Troopers.
Oh my god!
Tiny Troopers, give us a number between 1 and 100. To put your name in the... What did you decide it was? The helmet?
In the helmet.
In the helmet. The helmet. So you're putting
That's
everyone on
everyone.
Overwatch and step the Grenadier?
Yep, because he is
Ooh,
making our entrance.
I like that.
It isn't gigantic, it's hitting too high,
Oh.
so the camera isn't showing it properly. Alright, hopefully hitting it this way means it'll shatter part of the wall in the other room, just in case they're in there. So, alright,
Go for it.
let's create an opening.
There he is.
No, that's a stun lancer. There they are, though. Oh, and they have a mech escort.
Oh, that's my guy. Okay.
I know, Central, I know.
Whiskers.
Oh, we're gonna have to hold the line hard here. Come on.
Finish him.
Good, alright. Making shots all around. Alright.
Alright.
There's loot there. I'm considering that a very low priority though. Okay, so...
Whew.
Take the target. Please kill her in a single shot. Alright.
Yeah, so there goes your luck.
Yeah. Son of a...
He's unconscious. Shit basket.
I hate this mission format. I hate it so much.
Whisker says, I was waiting for them to freak out. Didn't think they noticed the big boom.
Just shoot someone, please. I can't even, man.
Marcus said, who's here, says, oh, you're streaming.
Uh-huh.
No!
I finally caught up on sleep, so...
And if you want to win a copy of Tiny Troopers, give us a number between 1 and 100.
Yep. Miss. Miss.
Miss.
That isn't a miss.
That's very much not a miss.
This is gonna get so messy.
Gonna get... I'm pretty sure we're just already at...
Yeah, screw this mission. I hate this mission. We're starting from the stream save, because, yeah. I had to spend so many turns just getting set up.
Okay.
And all of them were there waiting. Ah! Come on!
It's okay. We got this. I believe.
I'm so annoyed. Because the thing is, like...
Off stream, you got...
I know! I have kicked so much ass in my personal campaign! I have cleared through that entire format 3 times consecutively without ever even getting shot at, much less hit and losing anyone. Killed the target, get to evac, all in 1 turn. I have done that successfully so many times. It's just for this one. Ah, and there's the alloy padding. So I have to counter that. What is the other one, though? Just in case it's even worse. Making it harder to catch them unaware, that's fine, that just extends their range.
So, Marcus, Tiny Troopers, yes or no?
I've heard enough about Tiny Troopers for one day, so if anyone else asks, just tell them in chat. Like, typing.
Okay, Scarlet says XCOM stream in a nutshell.
Very cool.
Total says, I brought Padlock with me. No, this is a cold...
It was my hubris for feeling as though I had somehow earned some kind of confidence.
This isn't your fault. This is a holdover from last stream.
I'm cursed.
We just have to get past this one mission.
I know!
Just this one, and then you'll have broken the cycle, and it'll be fine. You've got this. I believe. And I have to admit, I miss our old Skyranger.
I'm not as fond of the actual design of this one.
I miss my old one. Oh, it's different. It's not.
Yeah, I know. As I said, every time it's procedurally generated.
Last time it was the same town or other city.
It just changes cities because there's several of them that are in the pool for each given reason. Okay.
Do you want to do the Tiny Troopers thing?
I said once I complete the mission.
Oh. Marcus says, so did you make me a character? I don't think so.
I have.
Yeah.
I have.
Oh.
Let me answer the questions that I can actually answer.
Oh. I did not know.
If you didn't know, then let me answer. Okay.
I didn't know you had an answer. I'll be honest. No, it says just Sturman and Hemi take things, a top speed of 15 kilometers an hour. Those are
Okay.
kind of cool new lights.
Location confirmed. Move to engage. Eliminate all hostile contacts.
So they're at the car. Extraction is there. Alright, so same plan as the first. Get to the extraction zone. Set up along the railing. Fire on targets. Get out.
I just noticed their new cars have suicide doors.
Yeah, they do. I really like the design of the Advent vehicles. They look cool.
Especially the cop cars.
Uh-huh.
I like the cop cars.
Alright. I feel like they're gonna have a patrol, like, right here.
Make a combat save before things have gone to shit.
Yeah.
No? Okay.
So actually, we are gonna skirt around the perimeter. I called it! See, I have a sense for this game now. It just isn't cooperating with me.
Moving out. Eyes on hostile patrol.
Oh, that complicates things. Hopefully, they'll
Shield
just
family
come
is
this
back.
way.
And Deloso, doesn't your specialist have scanning protocol yet?
He does.
Solid copy.
Actually, I don't think so. Because pretty much all of my characters are pretty low level.
Already there. Affirmative.
Alright, so I'm going to aim to circle around that complex. Where'd that patrol go? Lost him. Alright, so they have a mech escort again. The fact that I lost them means they're probably in here somewhere. Alright. Let's get moving. Thankfully, he has haywire protocol, so if it comes to it, I can at least shut the mech down for a few rounds in the fight.
Rolling out.
Because especially for these kinds of missions, just shutting them down for a few rounds is as good as killing them if you can get out prior to them coming online again.
Got it covered.
It just astounds me that I've heard of people that have cleared the entire campaign on the highest difficulty setting and Iron Man without ever losing a single soldier.
How?
I have the faintest idea. I would say it couldn't be done
Except
if I hadn't seen the proof for
if
myself.
someone's done it. Oh my gosh.
Jeez, this place goes on forever. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna have to circle the long way around. Because, I mean, I could cut across here, I know that Viper is just gonna sit there at that corner. I can just feel it. Alright,
No need to ask twice.
let's just keep moving.
Copy that.
Move, move, move. Location confirmed. No need to ask twice.
Okay. Have they entered our detection range again? Nope. Alright, so we're still moving in the dark.
Double time.
Get to that corner. Still haven't got any contact.
On it.
Also, one thing I should note. The
Let's do this.
reason some of those movement tiles are showing detection is because sometimes the most expedient way to reach an area is crashing through windows, and the sound of that will compromise concealment.
Yeah, I figured. That makes sense, though.
It does.
Noah says, well, I just rammed a tier 10 Japanese super heavy tank to death. And a French tank. The Revenge of the French.
Oui, oui, ha ha! Croissant!
Something moved over there.
Uh-huh.
Menace 1-5, be advised. Hostile interceptors are inbound on your current position. Firebrand has a limited window to provide extraction.
I'm aware. Thank you. Alright, so we need to get up here. Thankfully, That looks like full cover. And aside from that tree, which hopefully doesn't get in the way, we should have eyes on the target from up there.
No, it says, taste baguette, for I am Napoleon IV. Delil says, hey, I speak French. Yeah, we're not politically correct all the time.
It's all in good fun.
Yeah, it's all in good fun.
Running.
We make Texan jokes
We
all
certainly
the time.
appreciate all of our international viewers.
Yes. Of which we have several,
Yeah.
which is really cool.
Copy that.
Makes me excited.
I crack jokes at everyone's expense, especially my own.
Though he knows better than to do it too often on my expense. Since we are married. He is a smart man.
Comedy is all about timing, after all.
Yeah. It says also killed a mouse, the big deal German tank with one clip. Auto-loading tanks are OP. And did 2k damage with a single shot. It started a fire.
That's a cool club.
What, that's World of Tanks, right?
Civilians! That's a cool club, though.
That is a pretty cool club.
I'd party there. Except for the completely white art on the walls. That's kind of strange. It's cool looking, though. Alright. Is there a clean path anywhere? There is. I can actually thread right past them. They're just so engrossed in their conversation, they just can't see soldiers sprinting past them. Can I seriously take cover right there at the table? You know what? Do it. Just cover the ground as fast as we can.
This is an extremely well-equipped mechanized combat unit. We'll need to look for vulnerabilities if we're going to take that thing out.
Okay. Get there. Because I think that patrol is going to start coming this way, so I need to get everyone up there. Can you... Oh, yes. Ah, crap. I have to get detected to get up there. Can you reach... What? Oh, damn. It's because he's in the way now. Shite. Alright, where are they headed?
Noah says, did you hear something, Charles? No, it must have been a rap. Not like we're in a war zone, are we? You're hilarious, Charles.
They aren't. This is the middle of an ordinarily peaceful city center.
Yep.
So...
They don't know better.
Commandos are the last thing anyone around here expects to see.
Poor kids.
I still have 7 rounds. Oh, and they're coming this way! Uh-huh. Alright, they're heading up. No! No! Crap! I hate everything! I'm sad now. Isn't fair. It's just isn't fair. Alright, you know what? Everyone dies! Haywire, take the mech offline. We are completing this mission, even if we have to kill every last person here. Alright. Shut down. Are you for serious? A failed hack will increase this target's aim and defense.
Oh god, Delil says you must be the most unlucky commander I've seen.
Not getting anywhere. Are you fucking sure?
Oh god.
Cause I'm not so sure. I think we're going somewhere, and that where is straight to fucking hell.
Oh god.
At least I shot a second. You know what? No. Careful. Careful is dead. Careful is gonna get us killed. You know what else is gonna get killed? Insectoid. Slice his head clean from his shoulders!
I think I can do that.
Thank you.
I can do that, apparently. Oh, hi.
Okay. Alright.
No, it says, crap, was I supposed to hit the off switch? I hit the overdrive switch on accident. Charlie, you're fired and on death row. Screw you, Charlie.
You are in line for firing squad. Cause I hate you. With passion of the apparently infuriated RNG gods. You stay the hell away. You keep your foreplay to yourself with your frickin' tongue. Or you could just spit in my face. I'm not into the whole humiliation thing. Like, I'm not gonna shame anyone's kinks, it just ain't my thing. Could you not presume, please? Yeah, I knew you were gonna cause problems. How far can they move? Alright. I'm killing every last one of you.
Noah says, unpopular opinion. War Thunder needs French takes ASAP. Shield says, I want Kinsmarck to be my reader if I publish my story. Love his different voices. Oh yeah, I have been of the thought for a long time that if I publish something, I'm gonna make him be the reader for the audiobook.
I'm actually considering applying to audible.com to actually do some of the reading stuff there.
You should. You should.
Who have I got such a clear shot on? That guy? Kill that guy. Alright, didn't kill him. Shot him though. Alright.
I'll take it.
Who else? That isn't ideal, so...
Wow.
You know what?
This is just going so great.
Acid on them. Killing them slowly. Good. Liquefy. Slowly. Die painfully in agony.
The Shield family says, even if I don't like the author, I will listen to the book if you are the reader. Hey, he can make the phone book sound interesting with his voices. Not even gonna lie.
If you want to hear me reading a lot of things, I do have my Reading the Elder Scrolls series,
I like your reading.
which will also familiarize you with lore of the Elder Scrolls.
Yes. Good series, that.
Yeah, I have fun doing that series. Okay. No.
Yes.
Kill the Stun Lancer! You know, the one with a rifle aimed right at her head!
Can I stab it? Can I stab it, Kate?
I already used your turn.
Oh.
Alright. Pistol. To the forehead!
No, it's just Kinsmarck reach.
There.
One fish, two fish.
Red fish, dead fish.
No, that's the wrong book.
That's the Grimm's fairy tale version.
What is your grittiest voice?
That kind of depends. Oh, I just kind of melted a civilian. Sorry! Except I'm not.
Actually, no, you didn't. That was that thing?
No, that was...
Oh.
Cause,
No.
well, that wasn't me. That was actually the poison from the... Could you not? I specifically told you that without a safe word, you are not to lick me, because it's creepy.
Looks like you're coming with us. Target identity confirmed. Menace 1-5.
No, it's
I am aware of that, Central. Could you
one
please fuck
pack,
off?
2-pack, dead pack. Aww.
Bring him in.
She'll BRB got a cow dinner.
I may have to correct the intro to this export, because I haven't accomplished a thing. So this may just get uploaded in the exports as the same way that my, like, extra episode for Stalker did with the death montage. Kill the Viper. Thank
Okay, so go one.
you. He sounds so annoyed. Alright, well, at least we got a little loot for it. I'm gonna laugh so hard if I actually complete the mission on this run of
No,
all
it says
runs.
the fail reel.
Is that the target? Oh, well! You know, it's only 69%. I don't care.
Shoot him.
Kill him. Kill him. Kill him so dead. That isn't killing him, that's shooting him. It'll work, though. We'll just finish him off later. Alright, so the mech is coming. Okay. Can you, from here, hit the target? Because if you can, you can't. Alright.
I'm sorry. I failed you,
Wait.
Commander.
Can you throw a grenade that far?
Where is it?
Almost. Hey, almost. Hang on. Nah, that's the end of the arc. I could have sworn I saw it pop up a little farther.
Oh,
Almost. Ooh. Come, just stretch the camera. Can't throw that far. Alright.
I'm sorry. I failed you, Commander.
Just Overwatch. Because I know that mech is coming.
Scarlet says hi again.
Hello.
Hi.
Everything has gone horribly. Don't worry about it. Okay. Alright. I want you to send an aid protocol to him because he is in the open. So, other than that, just Overwatch. There we are.
Moving to Overwatch.
Scar says there should be a chance to shrapnel a target.
Yeah,
I can't decide if that would be terrifying or useful or both.
that mech is gonna cause problems, I just knew it. Uh-huh! I knew it! What you doing?
Hi.
Collapsing the entire club on top of us, sending everyone into a maddened panic.
And killing the Shield family's character when she just came back.
Yeah, that settles it. This export, this isn't an actual numbered chapter anymore. Continuity is cut for this stream. This, at this point, is just a montage of all of my failures.
Unless we can manage to actually win later.
Because it sure as shit ain't happening this
Shall
time.
we try again? She just looks like I died.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of, well, fuck you then.
I feel like a man with performance issues.
It's okay.
Because in a way I am. Because I swear, it isn't normally like this. I'm sad now. Yeah, just cut the victorious music. This isn't the time. Okay, come on. Can I just?
Priority message coming through.
Uh-huh.
Putting it on screen now.
Is that so?
High hopes for the resistance under your leadership, Commander, and you have outdone
Have I? Have I actually? Because I ain't so certain.
She feels as you're just having a bad day. Whiskers is very precise, extremely close mortar fire.
Alright, let's see. Decrease the supplies, I don't care. High alert, making a catch on where I don't care. What is that? Increased cost of recruits. I don't really care about any of these, so that's...
I like supplies though.
Yeah, I may prioritize that. Ignore the supply, let's just... I have to complete this mission. I have to. I cannot conclude the stream until I have...
Shadow Wheel. That's a cool name. Operation Shadow Wheel?
I have to complete it for the sake of my eco. I have to. Alright.
The third one is the right one. You'll destroy them all in 4 turns, says the lulz.
We're taking Misty along because I can use an extra specialist. I'm going to med kit up. He's got the acid. Okay, alright. Find the inner Zen.
Sky Ranger deployed. In position to drop.
it's a portal.
Where is that?
I haven't any idea.
So we're moving in to secure the area. Neutralize all hostile forces standing in your way. If possible, capture the VIP alive. If all else fails, take them out.
All else has failed, Central. I swear to you. You don't know it, because continuity and all. All else has failed already.
This is XCOM, the game that stumped egos through the planet. Yes. Whew.
If only I could have shown you what my personal campaigns were like. Call it performance anxiety, call it what you will. For some reason, it's just, it isn't working for me.
-15, target location confirmed. Move to engage. Eliminate all
Of course they're inside. Where's the evac? Alright. Great. So that's actually pretty spread out. Alright, so that means we need to hustle around this corner. I might set everyone up around whatever this is. Pull my grenade through the wall trick, have a sniper take him out, and then evac from there in the next turn, assuming it all comes together. And you know what else is kind of weirding me out with all this? Why I'm kind of confused? Every single time in my personal saves that I had a sniper put a round through the skull of the targets, it was a one-shot kill. Every time. And this, every time, has taken... pardon me. Has taken multiple shots.
I do not know what to tell you, my love.
It's just... I swear. The RNG gods.
Is it because
mean-
we've got them upgraded in different ways?
No.
Mechanized combat unit. We'll need to look for vulnerabilities before we take that thing out.
It's a good thing I'm not playing a tabletop game, because I'd have killed off my character with today's luck at this point.
No need to ask twice.
The Lil says that's exactly where there are 3 mech, 4 sectoids, and 5 advents, I bet. Lol.
Probably.
Probably.
Yeah, it's funny. As I was watching the cutscenes again for my personal campaign, that intro scene in which we see all the mechs like marching in a column, you know, across the street. It's kind of terrifying knowing just how like combat effective mechs are from missions, and then in that street seeing literally hundreds of them. Like, that is a terrifying show of force.
Got it. Will do. Enemy patrol on the move.
Oh, chat called it. I might circle around them, though.
Got it. Moving.
Matthias is losing a tabletop game. Flipping the table.
Get it done.
He sent a flipping the table emoji.
The table flip emoji.
Yes. Oh.
Yeah, we actually had a session a couple of weeks ago that she was GMing, where I was essentially playing a mage
I felt so
that,
bad.
I mean, he was first level, so he didn't have all that much magic. It came down to literally just
It was
like...
fisticuffs.
Yeah, it was just like a scrappy knockdown, drag out, just like slam the target up against the wall, start smacking him with
And
assistance.
they were both mages.
I know, it was just like mage fights. It was just this scrappy,
Hostile forces.
It
gritty fist fight.
Yeah, it was. It really, and the dice gods were not kind.
Oh my god, I missed so many times.
There were a lot of ones rolled in those.
And the thing
couple of
is,
sessions.
I rolled several 20s that session, and all of them were for initiative. So, woo! I got to miss first! Oh boy!
I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh. But you still had fun.
I did. It was a fun session, don't get me wrong. It was just so incredibly frustrating at the time.
But we won.
We did.
Let's do this.
And then you
She
had-
almost died,
Yes, I did.
because she was running a GMPC, because it was just a couple of us.
Yeah. And admittedly,
could you not?
We got halfway to leveling up in just that one session.
Ooh. They have the entire area locked down. I cannot close. Fuck. Fuck. Alright, I have 9 turns. We're just gonna wait.
Yeah.
We're just gonna wait. Everyone Overwatch. If they find us, they find us. And if they find us, we kill them. At this range, I think I'm actually going to say pistol Overwatch. Because I have found that at close range, your rifle actually drops off in its chance to hit.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm. So if enemies are very close, for a marksman, it's actually more fortuitous to choose pistol Overwatch.
I've got my eyes on him.
Hostile interceptors are inbound on your current position. Firebrand has a limited window to provide extraction.
They aren't moving! Alright, fine. Fine. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. Everyone dies. Every last one of them. I will kill them all. Everyone they ever knew. Everyone they ever loved. All gonna die. Painfully. And horribly. Shut down the mech. Thank you. Good. I love that he just shouts win.
Yay! Scott says close range aim drop off is for all weapons.
Is it? I thought it was just for the marksman rifles.
Well, that stinks. Shield Family says, just finished downloading my last mod needed for FNP, and now I just need to get them all in the correct load order.
Cool.
Are we still hidden?
Mm-hmm. I'm just locked down. If I move, I'll compromise cover. Alright. Kick this off with a little acid.
But Menthea says, I don't think it counts for shotguns, especially.
Yeah.
Ugh. I don't like the way they move. I really don't. And I don't like how they climb down buildings.
Yeah, because they crawl head
I
first.
don't like that.
Like, even when they're going down, I'm like, ugh.
It's creepy.
Because that isn't the way people climb. So it just feels so unnatural.
I mean, good job.
Yeah, like, it accomplishes what it's supposed to. It's
But I
just
just
so
don't like it.
unsettling. Alright, you know what? You know what? Snaky? Kill her. It isn't killing her! Alright. T. That's the mech. Trooper. Take him out. Come on.
Hostile classified.
What you got a shot on? Yeah, start putting shots into the mech that way. If it comes online, it's already hurt.
Hard target. Minimal damage.
The acid killed her! Excellent. She's twitching. Ugh, stop that.
Oh, that's disturbing. Oh, it's like she's spazzing. Death throes.
Don't you do it! Don't do this. Alright, he's just stunned. That's alright.
He's just stunned. He'll be back.
Yep. And now he's up close. Oh shit, now he's flanking. Come on. Just panic fire. Or cover, alright. Shoot him? Shoot him from flanking. Yeah, okay, alright. As long as you didn't shoot a friendly.
Startled him.
Yeah.
Shield Family says that's gross. Yeah, the twitching. Has
I
he
think
stopped twitching yet?
I think it's actually just the PhysX engine kind of freaking out.
But it's still
It
really...
comes across like death twitches, though.
I know. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
But...
Like, it actually kind of works to the advantage of the realism. It's still just unsettling, though. Alright, there we go. 97. Headshots!
Yeah.
Come on. Get her into position.
Location confirmed.
Because we're still following the plan. Even though we're having to follow it hot now. Actually, idea.
Moving.
Open the door. Show me the target.
Let's go. Pick up your feet.
Target identity confirmed. Menace 1-5. Remember, we're here to capture the VIP.
I am not here to capture the VIP. I am here to kill her. Greetings from XCOM.
Enemy eliminated.
Yay!
Status confirmed.
I win!
Now get the hell out.
Heading there now.
Where's our drop zone?
It's up the street. Alright, the mech is online again.
Can we do the thingy again?
There's a cooldown.
How much?
Oh, miss. Oh.
He's bleeding out. He's not dead
I
though.
can still save him. Alright, good.
Miss T.
Oh, jeez. She is freaking
Oh,
out.
I'm sorry.
That's fine. She ran to cover. Cover's acceptable. And she's hunkered. That's actually good.
What?
He's rezzing the stun lancer. That's fine.
Oh.
We can just run away from that. Alright, so we have a couple of people panicked right now. One of which is our medic. That isn't good. Thing is, because he isn't one of our chat people, I'm actually willing to part with Green.
Picking up an enemy transport inbound on your current
Actually,
position.
Miss T is no longer panicked.
Use him?
Yeah.
Good.
It wore off.
Okay. Then
Ooh.
take it out.
Was that Ghost's head?
Can't tell. Alright. One more shot, and it's down.
That's Miss T.
T's good to go.
Can she
We're
get to
just
him?
getting her at least away. Damn, there isn't any good cover. Alright, hang on. Next soldier. Can he get him up? Gremlin stabilize. Perfect. Alright.
Coming through.
I love that he calls it a heal bot.
But I like that he calls it a heal bot. That's awesome.
Alright, so that gets him up. From what I've seen, they haven't called for reinforcements yet. So... Damn, can't kill it. Is there anyone else that still has actions left? Alright, I'm gonna take a calculated risk here.
Position confirmed.
There. Come on. Good. Pyro.
I think we need to take him out
Yeah,
before he does
because
another grenade.
that can decimate us. Good. Alright, it's out.
One down, thousands to go. This looks valuable.
Still have to contend with that zombie. Shit! They have called in reinforcements. I didn't even see that. Alright, where are they dropping?
Active forces on the ground.
Essentially at our LZ. Great.
Yeah, that's our LZ.
I still have 6 turns, so if I take this carefully, we're still fine. As long as that zombie doesn't kill her. Come on, miss. Miss. Oh! Oh!
Oh,
Right. We can reclaim this. I don't know. We're not wasting that shot. T. I want you. Yeah.
Rolling.
Get over there. Close on the sectoid. Point blank. Right in the face. Perfect. Alright, so that puts him and the zombie down. Now all we have to worry about
Are the incoming.
is their patrol. Alright, long watch.
Dolores says, damn, that girl is lucky. We're gonna have to make sure Miss T watches this episode.
Alright, there we go. Get up there, get high ground, get loot, and Overwatch. PCS for speed, cool. There we go. Alright, get up there. Good. Now, Overwatch. Because they're coming. There. Come on. Put it straight through his helmet. At least it eliminated some cover. Damn it. Can someone hit him? There we go.
Yes, you're welcome.
Thank you, AS Val.
Yep. That's why I wanted it. It's so good. Disaster occurred.
Alright, so they're trying to lock us in. That's fine, gentlemen. That's fine.
You have to carry unconscious soldiers, Scarlet.
I know.
So somebody has to grab green.
Yeah.
Oh,
Perfect.
glorious. Beautiful. Promotion earned.
Alright, so I think... Yeah, I'm gonna send T to pick him up.
Okay.
Which means... move you up. Come on, miss. Perfect. Now, we grenade. Can I get him? Can't get each of them.
Show family didn't miss.
Come on. I'm clicking. I'm clicking the clack. What do you... Should I click it again?
I think so. Yeah.
Come on. Camera, work with me here. What are you doing? What are you doing? Third time's a charm? Oh my god, game, what are you freaking doing? No, stop it! Stop, come on. I know you can throw it that far, you just freaking did it!
Maybe that's why it didn't take, because it didn't actually get that far.
I need you to hit the detonator! I know you can throw that far, I know you can. I know it. Throw a grenade! Throw a grenade! Throw it! I want you to pick it off of the clip on your harness. I want you to put it and throw it!
I'm sorry, but I shot the dude. Should you move me?
You've already moved. You're throwing from movement.
Oh. Can I shoot him?
Probably not. Alright, you know what? Fine. You want me to kill this guy? You want me to kill this guy? I will kill the shit out of this guy. It clicks for him.
Sorry.
Okay, now.
Will do.
Noah says
Cover.
that may or may not be the range limit. I think that's why it didn't clicky clack. Because
It showed up, though.
I think that's why it didn't clicky clack though, because it was an error.
Yeah, probably. Alright, we're actually going to Overwatch and let him come to us. There we go. Good. Alright, it's just stunned. That's fine.
Noah says, I think the game forgot how to range limitation. I kind of like that, not gonna lie.
1-5, hostile interceptors are on high-speed approach. Your window for extraction is closing.
We got this though. We're almost there.
Magnum to the skull!
Hey look, it was Ghost. That time I know it was Ghost. Alright, let's go.
That's Pyro there.
I know, but on the shot where she used her pistol, it was Ghostface.
10 more.
Run!
Those pistol executions are so satisfying.
They are.
Okay, alright. Get him picked up.
On the move.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Well, she is a not very big lady, and he is a...
He's carrying a lot of gear, too.
Yeah. But she's like, shit, had me or what?
Gotta make this in just 3 turns.
Solid copy.
Come on.
Moving out. I'm going.
Scar says satisfying. That's a shot.
Solid copy.
Now it says, get executed, son. Yep. I'm sorry, Misty.
Thinking it. I ain't saying it. I ain't saying it yet.
Don't say anything.
I ain't saying
Say nothing.
fucking thing.
Nope.
On the move. Menace 1-5, you're out of time. Get to the evac.
I know that, Central. Shut your cake hole.
Getting out of here. Rolling out.
I can say it. We're in the clear.
Heading home.
That is one strong
Just
bro.
one arm.
I hope it's worth it.
It's worth it. I promise you, it's worth it.
Oh. Shut face now, Central.
Confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
I said I'd kill every last one of them. And I killed every last one of them. And everyone came home.
Yes. The Lil says, now that's a good game, Commander. Yes! I dealt the most damage! Yay! Man, Miss T was...
She was important.
Yes. She finally says, no one died! And he says, in other words, nice! Woo!
The relief is so real.
Save.
Because I spent the last half of the last stream on this mission format, and so much of this stream on it.
We broke the cycle!
I'm past it! I completed it!
And we're all like, yeah!
And I have noticed that the animation cycles for everyone in the ship coming home change depending on what happens. Because if everyone comes home alive, they do the little, like, pat, and they're kind of smiling and looking around.
Pat, or they're leaning back like, oh yeah.
If even one person can't come home, then they're all, like, just kind of arms crossed, just...
Sad. But look! So many promotions!
all earned. Promotions all around. Alright, Miss T, Med Protocol. Check. Roxy.
Scarlett says you should do
Deadeye.
site next. And Noah says, I love how your guy's sitting alone. Loser.
Phantom.
Ooh,
Oh,
a stream!
finally, Phantom. Because Phantom is so damn good. Phantom means that if the squad concealment is compromised, this character isn't. They can stay in concealment until they themselves are spotted or fire on someone to give themselves away. It's either that or Blade Master, and that just does a couple extra sword damage. Screw that, man.
The Shield family says, I am not a queen bee. Yeah. Oh, did she get her thing?
Hello, Commander.
Commander, while we are pleased that your team was able to neutralize the Advent VIP, we won't gain any intel from a corpse.
We don't
That's
care.
fine, sir. I can find intel elsewhere. And you've recovered. You are
Awesome.
no longer shaken. And he is.
Okay, save. And I think Shield's character got a nickname, so we might be able to change that for her.
Let's see.
Queen Bee.
Oh, yeah. That's what she was talking
She's
about.
like, I am not a queen bee.
Yeah.
She wants to be Shield.
Here we are.
Marcus says, finally, my internet stopped dying on me. What did I miss? We did it!
I finally completed the mission.
Okay, Tiny Troopers. Last chance to
Yeah.
give me a number between 1 and 100 if you want to get the game.
The celebratory giveaway. So pitch your name in the helmet with a number 1 through 100, and then here in a couple of minutes,
Yeah.
we shall determine the victor.
Marcus says, did they show my character yet? I don't think so.
I have not. However, since I've done that, let me
Okay,
escape to the main
Bob-Man says, helmet banging intensifies.
menu.
Okay, so Bob-Man.
I know what he's talking about.
Bob-Man. Okay.
Because I want to show you all some of the other things I've made as well.
Alrighty.
Let's see where.
Whenever we're ready, I've got Noah, Menthius, Scarlet, Shield, Ghost, Whiskers, and Bob-Man. Anybody else? Whew.
There we are. I think that was a pretty close approximation to what you had described for me.
We did our best. If you want us to change it, we can.
And let's see.
Oh,
I'll just go to
My heart is dying right now.
one of these others.
That's yours.
Yeah, I just want to show off some of the extra mods that I've got. I'm actually going to properly spotlight a lot of these, just so that y'all know for the campaign continuity. If y'all want me to change any of your appearance and stuff, as you can see, I have a lot more stuff to choose from here.
I'm thirsty. Marcus says, holy shit, that's perfect! Yes.
I am happy you like it.
Bob says, bruh, is that Kane I saw?
That was Joseph Kane Kukin.
Okay. As in the Kane, who basically runs Nod?
Yes, sir.
Tis
I also have
me.
some Advent armors now, because I like the idea of, our soldiers, just like scrapping stuff from them, because they're still shaped for a humanoid figure.
Noah
So
wants to know where Dugan is. His guy.
I haven't made him yet. He's on my list. I still have several more I want to make.
Okay. Want to do Tiny Troopers?
Yeah. Let's go ahead and complete the giveaway for that.
Alright, so the number is...
The number is 50. I can actually hold that up there.
50.
So whoever has the closest
that would
number
be,
to that.
I believe, 59.
Alright, so
Which
who
is
got that?
Bob-Man.
Alrighty. So the man from Canadianistan has earned himself a key to Tiny Troopers. So I'll send that your way via Steam once we conclude the stream.
Marcus asks if he can see the colors again.
Yeah, sure. Let's see here. Where'd he go?
Yeah, he says the only way it could be better is if there's a trench coat or duster coat available.
Yeah, sadly there isn't. Otherwise, I'd have given one to Kane.
Yeah, Whiskers says, I'm in here?
Yep. I can show you as well.
Bob-Man says, wait, what's Tiny Troopers? It's the game you won.
Let's see.
He's like, oh, okay.
I made a couple more stalkers as well. I made Scar. I couldn't give him a coat either. I could give him his hood though. And of course I made him grumpy as possible. Let's see.
Noah
And
wants to know
of course
if he
Dekturev.
if he could see himself.
Yep. Let's see here.
Ooh, I am thirsty. I am too thirsty. Want me to go get us some more drinks?
I'm fine. I'll just wait.
Okay.
Also, Colin Cottrell asked to have a character made for him, so
No, it's a Scar. Pinterest, bruh. Fam. Dude. Pow.
I can't from this menu though. They only appear with the standard assault rifle. If I ever have them in a campaign save though, absolutely. Let's see. Also, since I know he watches the exports, Space Codette asked for a character for him.
Scarlet said,
I made him
Deadpool!
look as punk rock as I could. Yeah, I have good old Wade Wilson in here. Let's
Yes,
see.
indeed.
Also, I had to make Xiao Zhang because he was such a cool character. He was always my go-to for creating a mech soldier in Enemy Within. So I had to make a replica of him as well. Let's see. I got a Tiny Tina voice pack, so I had to make, of course, a Tiny Tina soldier. And her
Bob says,
voice
wait,
pack
I
is
thought I saw
perfect.
Kaz on there somewhere. Is Master Miller on that list?
No? That was Marcus, is where you saw the name Miller. So yeah.
Oh,
That's
he
as
wanted
close
to
as I
see
could
the
get.
colors, I think.
Just to see these, or like for the patterns?
Yeah, I don't know. have no idea. I think he means like.
And I had him set to
Armor
marksman,
colors?
that way he could actually get the revolver from the illustration that you showed me as a reference.
Whew.
Alright, so let's see. Also, since I had the voice pack for it, a non-soldier to go along with Kane.
He wants to see the best black.
That's pretty much as dark as it'll get right now. I could go with the really, like, dark azure down here. In certain lights, though,
It's
it
very
does...
blue.
Yeah, it does look blue,
And he
so...
wants the nationality to be Finnish.
Finnish, oh, okay. So, like, I could make it this color.
But it is blue in certain lights.
Yeah. Let's see. Nationality...
Finnish.
Ta-da! Alright.
Robin says, dude, characters are on point.
And if y'all want these, they are going to get released in character packs. I may even, for people that like playing with characters from this community, I may even release our like stream community character pack as well. If that's something that anyone has any interest in, I am happy to do that. Oh yeah, and of course, I had to make Wade! I had to! And since I couldn't get his proper eye covers, I decided, why not? Let's just give him aviators, because you can't tell me he wouldn't rock them.
Marcus says, nah, your color choices were good. Yeah,
Sweet.
he doesn't
Alright.
like the blue.
Alright, I'll switch him to what I had.
Noah says, just gonna preemptively submit the strict muster colors. 50 and 39 as primary and secondary, respectively.
Alrighty, let me jump up to where he's at and change that. Also, on the way there, Waskar, since you requested dark Waskar in contrast with your all-white coloration from last time, also gave you a couple of facial scars, make you look like a hard ass, some sleeve
The
tattoos,
strict tarn.
the resist. So yeah, I hope that is fitting to what you wanted.
Fuck man, I kinda wanna get this game. It's a good game.
It is so good,
Might drop my tax return on it.
and this is
Big
yo
Bob.
man, Big Bob.
Bob.
Let's see. Also, I made links since he requested a character. I don't think he's here. Hopefully he'll see the export. So this is as close as I could accommodate to the description that he sent me, as well as Y77. So...
But yeah, Noah...
Oh, and also, Noah, if you want to send, like, a screenshot of this to her, I made Rosna. Because, I mean, she's an honorary community member. She's only around every now and again. Still, though, she is a fellow stalker.
Says, holy crap, man, my skin is not that dark. I know. It was really dark in this light.
Yeah, that part of that's just the lighting here. I could lighten you up a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, I know. That's as light as it gets for this race selection. So, yeah, part of that is just the lighting, because right now it's from the weird splash screen of the main menu.
Noah says,
So-
yeah, I'll cap and send. Okay, so
Cool.
go to Noah.
There we
Okay,
go.
so he wants the strict tarn,
Let's see. Armor pattern.
because he made it.
Yep. Where is that? Oh, there's a few more added since the last time I looked. Dude. Awesome.
Also, finish MO5 camos in the game for all the pins here.
There we go. And which color selections?
Okay, he wanted 50 for primary.
50. There we go.
And 39 as secondary.
39 secondary. There we are. Done and done. Let's see if we can add that same thing to the weapon. Let's see.
Probably.
Weapon.
Scott says, never seen a sniper with glasses.
There we go. Ooh, that looks kind of cool. All right. I like
Scott
it.
says, oh, do you have OzCam? If so, change request. No, it
Let's
says, bro,
see.
that looks good and authentic. Okay,
So there's Scarlet.
Do we have any
We have Ozcam indeed.
No, it says, dude. I think he liked it.
So armor patterns. Where's one of the Ozcams? There we go. Ta-da! I assume you'll want the same thing on.
I like my
weapon.
strict tarn crotch plate. This is Noah.
Yeah, I've also noticed that for marksman, the pattern, if you choose it for a weapon, also applies to the grip plate of the sidearm. There we go. Cool.
Nice.
Okay. Also, while I'm here, I have a lot more face paints as well from different mods. Let's see. I am planning on making like
Scarlett
Snake
says,
and Quiet.
yeah! Bobby says, geez, man, the more I look at the workshop, the more I feel inclined to get it.
Yeah, there's a lot of really cool workshop
And
content.
they're only just starting.
Yeah. Like, the game's only seen the market for, what, a couple of weeks now? And there's a lot of stuff for it.
Noah says, alright, posted it to the Blue website and tagged both yourself and Rob.
Cool. I figured you'd appreciate that. Let's see. Oh, also, while I'm here...
I just realized something we have forgotten to make.
Hmm?
We've forgotten to make our Stalker OCs.
I know, I'm getting around to them.
I cannot believe that we haven't already.
Let's see.
Uh,
I'll just pick someone and... Let's see.
Scarlett says, also rifle, please. Says Scarlett. Do you
Oh.
want to change your rifle?
This is just the character pool menu, so if I actually recruit you in campaign, I'll give you a rifle. It's just on this menu, you show up with the default for the class, so it just shows you with a shotgun. I wish I could change that. I'm hoping a mod comes out that'll let me change their like default weapon loadout, as well as allow for customization with the Resistance Warrior armors, because for some reason, even though they're available at the start of the campaign, I can't put people in it on the character pool in the main menu. I don't know why. So let's see, I'll just go to Vickers.
Noah says
and-
also, just to note, I'm open to camo suggestions, and I'll do what I can to get you guys what you want within reason. 3 color Emin.
Cool.
It's because he's actually
Yeah, he's in contact with-
co-creator
yeah.
of one of the ammo pattern.
Yeah, one of,
mods.
if it's either one of or it is the most popular military camo pattern mods currently on the workshop.
Yeah.
So I should also, pardon me, show off some of the voice packs I've got, because I find that I really enjoy having a collection of voices to choose from. And so, of course, I'm just waiting on the cheeky.
No, it says it's in 4th place right now. Bob says, on a slightly unrelated video note, I'm messing around with the Eden editor and Arma 3 to make a little baby mission.
Cool.
And Noah goes, oh no!
Check yeah, break yeah. Come on. Where's the line? He just refuses. He's camera shy. Come on. I know you can do it because I've heard you. There we are. So now we actually have a couple of proper Russian voices, and Ghost, I've already changed yours to one of these. A couple of Polish, of course, Duke, as I've already shown off. I have the old Exalt radio chatter, which I've, of course, assigned to my Exalt character. Got the Nod Soldier. Of course, Deadpool.
That's hard.
I got the Darkest Dungeon narrator. I'm not completely sold on him. I have a couple of saves that already have had this active, though, so I'm just leaving it in for now. Garrus, his voice pack is so perfect, complete with the line, "It's never 100%, is it?"
On the double!
Guess that's one way to do it.
Double timing.
These guys know how to make an entrance.
It's just so fitting. And of
Wait,
course...
Wait, where's the right one? We have to...
Roger, taking position. Working as fast as I can. Surprise on our side for once. I like it.
Let's see. I got the Fear replica because I'm so attached to them. I have a soft spot.
Says, are there Finnish voices?
I don't think there are. I think the closest I can get to that is probably Polish, and that's a pretty huge stretch. It isn't really anywhere close. I mean, we could go with, like, UK, because that's just sort of kind of a generic European accent.
I don't think they have any yet.
There isn't really a Finnish accent. There are a couple of voice pack projects that are working on expanding to include a lot more voice variety.
But
I don't think any of them have covered that yet. Let's see. We got, of course, Shepard. Zhang, which is just an import of his lines from the previous game. Zaid, he is perfect for this game.
Noah asks if Mraz has Polish.
She does. Let's see. Got the Advent voices for in case you want to play like a defectee or something. The HEV suit for Half-Life.
Scott says, any decent Aussie non-stereotype ones?
I don't know. Let me check.
Matthew says, I hope Kins gave me a German voice pack.
I did. I gave you one as close as I could match to your voice.
Noah says, also perhaps a request on Roz's behalf.
Yeah?
Polish Puma for her.
Polish Puma? Ah, okay. I can make that happen.
Let's do that.
Joshua Graham sounds so good in this mod.
Right. The path lies before us. Let's not waste any time.
I know y'all tell me I have the coolest voice. I have to respectfully disagree. Because that man has the coolest voice.
I like your voice better, but...
And of course Joker from Mass Effect.
Hey, Commander. Just like old times, huh?
Sure. Okay,
Alright, so let's
put
see
Polish
here.
Puma for Roz.
Yes, indeedy. Where is she? She's around here somewhere. There she is.
She didn't tell me to do it, but you know, being Polish is a full-time job.
Oh, of course.
Okay, so...
Let's see. Armor pattern.
Polish Puma. Dude, there's a Norwegian one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
There's Polish Pantera. Polish Puma, there we are.
There we go.
Ooh, I like that.
It's nice.
Alright.
Okay, 32 and 12 are the realistic colors.
32 and 12. Nice. That looks legit.
Oh, this is Miraz's response, by the way. Take another screenshot. Show her this one too.
Yeah.
Oh, this is her response.
You're welcome, Roz.
Damn, son, I look good. Thanks, Kinsmarck, for making me go full operator. This is awesome. Howdy.
Oh, maybe she likes it.
Well, we're Texan. You have to say howdy.
Of course.
Like that. That's just how it goes. You should make a Kinsmarck voice pack, says Scarlett.
If I knew how, I would.
Oh, that's
So-
a brilliant idea.
If any XCOM 2 modders that know how to do that should ever see this, feel free to contact me, because I'm happy to make that happen. I just
Okay,
have no
Marcus
idea
says,
how to
wait,
do
I
it.
spied a finish armor. No need to change it, but can I see it?
Yes, yes you can. Let's see. We'll go to Mr. Carricker. We'll go with like 5 internets to whoever knows who this is. Let's see.
Bombian says, actually I have a Polish Puma backpack and can confirm those are actually the colors.
Nice.
10 out of 10.
Let's see. There's the Finnish MO5. I like that pattern. Were there any
Can I see
others?
the
There was the
Norwegian one?
Danish.
I see the Norwegian one.
I really like the Egyptian Thunderbolt armor.
That's
Or
cool.
the pattern, rather.
Norwegian.
Let's see.
Norwegian.
The M98. I'm also pretty fond of the Berlin Brigade stuff. And of course, Tiger Pat, one of my favorites. I love Tiger Pat. There's another
Cynthia
Finnish.
says, I request an Isaac Afterbirth plus Kinsmarck voice pack as soon as it releases. Scott wants to see some of the YouTuber builds.
Oh yeah, sure.
Sure thing.
Since y'all are very curious, like I've tried to not linger so much on the character pool. Since y'all are curious to see it though, I'm happy to show off.
And I think we'll have to take a break here soon.
Yeah, because
it's about dinner time.
yeah, and I completed the mission, so I feel like I should start the next stream fresh and confident, and that's just in a couple of days anyway. So we'll just kind of chill out and play around with character pool stuff
Let's
for the rest.
see the YouTuber.
So let's see here. Also, I can also show off a little bit. Like I already showed y'all this guy currently.
Will you show him my
Mad
candidate?
Dog Vickers. I also have the candidates, which are some of my like OC creations for this game, which are essentially people that were.
Marcus says the finished armors look pretty realistic.
They do.
Monthia says dinner time 1 a.m. It's actually 6:05
Yeah.
here. So
Yeah, it's still a little ways out. We can mess around a little. I may try to do like one more mission if we still have
Noah
time.
says
I don't
when
know.
you guys get back, perhaps character creation mini strand.
Yeah, I can do that if you want.
Monthia says after midnight pizza sounds good. I don't blame ya.
So the candidates, as I've called them, and I've given them each a unique number, are people that were essentially like conscripted from the Advent clinics, and a resistance cell managed to essentially EMP shut down a train that was moving them to the like Advent facility to fully change them into Advent troopers. So they've undergone some of the genetic manipulation, not all of. The process isn't complete. However, you know, that means they were already geared up in some Advent stuff, and most of them have either the Advent voice pack or one of the Mass Effect voice packs, where they've kind of got that like double reverb to their voice that doesn't sound completely human. So
Noah says, I'm down, straw poll maybe?
yeah, good deal.
Marcus says, so you're going to stream again today?
We might after we eat,
Potentially, yeah.
because I'm having fun with this. And
Saved says, hello!
cheers, mate. We need to make one for you. So Saved, hit me up. Character suggestions for your appearance. And I made Mark.
That's actually a really good Mark.
I know, like, his face, I think, looks spot on. And for him, of
actually
course,
pretty good.
I had to give him
No,
his
it's
rolled up
weird.
sleeves, because, I mean, he's getting so strong. Doing those, like, side lifts at the gym. I'm still incredibly impressed about that. Let's see here. I already showed off these guys. He is
our boss
he is
from the
special to
original.
me.
Yes.
Robert Bob Stone. Because he was one that in my first personal campaign from the previous game, I just knew that he was going to die. He had like a red shirt's name, and he first came to my attention during
was
the
the
attack
base attack
on
mission.
Central HQ.
Yeah.
And I like...
That's one of the level 1.
Yeah, and the thing is, I threw him to the front line as a disposable distraction so that the characters I cared about could circle around to a safe position. And I fully expected him to get gunned down and to just, you know, save the rest of them with his own sacrifice. And yet, he
survived.
killed every last one of the aliens that charged his position. It was because of him that it went so damn smoothly. And for the rest of that campaign,
He was the boss.
kicked ass. So I had to create him again for this
Okay, so
game.
let me catch up real quick. Bobman says, quick question for the operator mission. Would you guys rather go red 4 units or blue 4 units?
Right far. Just because I like the color red.
I have the mission planned out in my head, but I can switch roles easily enough. Says
Cool.
Bob. Saved says mutton chops.
Mutton chops. Can do.
Shield says, do we have the blue in game that matches this? This.
Probably. I think so, yeah. Let's see. Who else? Oh yeah, I made Johnny Rico from Starship Troopers, complete with their tattoo.
Nice.
Scott Manley. His face isn't quite perfect. It's as close as I could get, though. Alright. A few of these are recommendations. If y'all haven't seen some of the YouTubers that I'm showing the creation versions of here, check them out.
Shield says, can I have that as my secondary color?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so that blue is her secondary.
Okay. So, Moose, aka
Little Moose.
Ian, he is a hilarious YouTuber. Check him out if you haven't seen him. He does a lot of, like, obscure old PC game
Oh.
reviews. He tackles a lot of games.
Sometimes I look at him and I go, why don't you love yourself?
Because he plays terrible games.
And he doesn't just do like the 5 minutes I'm done.
Yeah. He'll do like 15-minute reviews of these god-awful games. Cat Icarus also, each of these guys are with the Hidden Block MCN. And Catty does a lot of particularly older PS1 games, as well as some modern ones as well.
He does iOS games too.
Absolutely hysterical. If you haven't seen him, check him out.
Scott Manley will plot orbits to send the aliens to the sun, says Scarlett. I would love to have him come in as a doctor.
Oh, that would be perfect.
Or an engineer or something. Like actually have him show up as like one of the scientist VIPs.
That would fit so well. I had to make the Ice Cream, of course. Complete with his iconic purple. Gar Beakley! Again, he's kind of a smaller YouTuber. I think he's about to crest the 10,000 mark. Check him out as well, because he actually reminds me a lot of the same sort of content that I create and that, like, you know, Mark and Jack and them do. So, I tried to get his entire appearance to match. Let's see. I already showed Matt.
Ooh, Joe.
Angry Joe!
Angry Joe.
Angry Joe is there. Angry Joe!
I'm sorry. And because Scott is a programmer in real life.
Yeah, he is.
I just every time I see Angry Joe, like his theme song plays in my head, like legitimately every time.
And I think I nailed making Faith Connors. I think I made her look damn
I didn't
good.
even know that was her last name, I'll be honest.
I think you only hear it a couple of times in the game at all.
Angry Joe is a huge gun.
She's from
has a huge
News
gun.
Edge.
So no.
Of
Figures.
course!
Figures.
Because, I mean, those of us who know Joe, he might like to think he could rock, like, the sniper. He isn't that calculated, though. He isn't that refined. He's more of just the kill it, light everything up, everything dies. And that's okay. We appreciate that. We love him for it. That just is who he is, though.
The very, very top. Is that what that... Is that...
Point Man. As in, from Fear? Yeah.
You didn't tell me you made Point Man!
Yeah. I'm still a little salty that a la Fear 3, he actually has, like, a canon appearance.
Why did you give him a mask?
Because none of them actually look like the mask that's actually on the Fear cover art. So I decided to actually make him look like...
Edge? That was the first thing I thought when I saw her. So you did a darn good job. And he says, Joe would try and snipe, miss, throws gun at something, and get the kill with that.
Pretty much.
Either that or rip him into atoms with the miniguns, as Marcus.
Let's see here. What else we got? Somewhere along up there, I also made Paxton Fettel. Gabriel Logan. I won't give this one away. So, this one, you know what? First person to get this right, I'll send another key to. So, first in chat, honor system for her. Whoever says what game series Gabriel Logan is from, I'll send a key to a game to. I will send. Actually, I'll purposely.
Here, write down the answer.
Oh, I already know. I can just say it.
I know, but I don't know.
Oh.
Or at least I think I know, but I'm not sure I know. So you should write it down so I'm sure I know. Oh my gosh, I was right.
I will send you the key to Armada 2526 if you get this right.
Marcus's siphon filter.
There it is. You, sir, have just won yourself a key to a game.
Okay, hang on. Let me write that down. So it's what? What is it?
Armada
Armada
2526. Go into Marcus.
2526.
Unless you already have it and you're willing to send it. Or if you want to send it to a friend of yours, that's fine as well.
Marcus.
Let's see. I also made my mix.
What was his name again?
Gabriel
What?
Logan.
Yep. I knew it. I was like, Logan, that's siphon filter,
Yeah.
isn't it?
That's from the good old days.
He says, no need to send me a key. I don't have his team.
Oh, okay.
Would
Then
you like to donate it
do
then?
you want to send it to someone else here in chat, or do you want us to sort of re-roll? So anyway, I made Manga Minx, and clearly since she doesn't show her face, who knows if it's actually accurate, I think I tried to make it as close as I could to a lot of the fan art that people have created for her that she often uses for the thumbnails on her videos. So that was the closest compromise I could make. And of course, since she does a lot of like murder videos, I had to give her the Ranger with the sword because I mean she's a fan of the stabitation.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. I made Mad Pat, complete with the game theory colors, and I tried to give him like a nerdy voice pack too.
If Nomad wants it, you can give it to him. Okay. So.
And yes, I did give Minx a UK accent.
I'm a good fan, but that thanks a ton for the offer. Okay, so not to Nomad.
Let's see.
So,
Marcus
no-
Phoenix, from Gears of War, complete with a proper voice pack for him as well. It also sounds pretty damn good. Let's see.
Moving! Moving!
Like, that's clear, crisp audio.
All right. Moving!
I couldn't make him all, like, gigantic like I wanted to. Because, you know, limitations and all. I was happy, though, when I made Gordon Freeman, that with the Advent armor, I was able to make it actually look a little more like the shiny metallic suit.
Yeah.
And to give him, since he never speaks, the HEV suit for his voice pack, because it's just the automated dialogue from it. Fitting, right? So when I release these character packs, they're going to come with mod dependencies, clearly. Those will get listed in the descriptions of those. Let's see. Colonel Stephen Hiller. I think he was a colonel. Let's see.
Oh my god, you did it. The absolute madman. Gordon Freeman with the...
I showed Doom Guy last time. Paxton Fettle. Close as I could get. He isn't perfect. His hair's receding a little too far. The full head of hair didn't look right, though. And of course I had to make him the psionic, because, you know, the whole, like, cause fear and panic thing. So... let's see. I'm really happy with how Blade came out. The OG of R-rated comic heroes for their movie adaptations. And actually the start of the current, like, Marvel, you know...
TB!
resurgence. Oh, yeah. Pretty close, I think.
That's cool.
And of course, he has to have proper flag.
Minion!
Wade! I'm really happy with how Wade's face came out. The funny thing is, he actually looks kind of similar to Mark with the face that I chose. It's just with the, you know, the hair and the different, you know, facial hair and stuff. Like, it actually looks, I think, pretty close to him. Hey, guys. Welcome.
Cinnamon
XCOM.
Toast Cam. Ken Pie.
Ken Pie! I couldn't give him his, I think he got, was it a Mega Man tattoo recently? I at least gave him, you know, the digital skull with, you know, the blue coloration. That way it's at least similar, kind of.
Sort of. Close enough.
So, yeah, close as I could get for Ken.
And
Of course.
then
Jack.
the boss, set the guy.
And for him, of course, I had to do
Scarlet,
the sleeveless.
wants to know if the Armada requires internet.
I haven't.
That's a multiplayer game.
I haven't any idea. I haven't actually played it myself. I just looked at it and was like, eh,
Shield
I
Family
might enjoy it.
says internet refreshed. Did I miss anything?
Just showing off some character creations. But yeah, I had to do the sleeveless for him for the +1 biceps. Let's see. The first version of Mark.
Menthius says TB needs Starcrafter Axon logo on his cap.
He does. Sadly, that isn't a thing yet. I'm sure it will at some point. Let's see. And then most of these I think I've shown. Snake. And Nathan Hale from the Resistance Fall of Man series. So yeah.
If it's multiplayer, Scarlet can't play it, so...
Like I said, I'm not completely sure. I couldn't tell you. So, also, I'm really happy with how my Geralt came out. Like, that I think looks solidly like Geralt. I tried to model his armor as close as I could after the stuff he wore in the early stages of The Witcher 3.
Pretty Panda Pants says, I take it you made a lot of YouTube.
I have. I've made a lot of game characters and YouTubers, as well as some OCs, as well as people from our chat community. So,
Yep.
I have a lot of fun, because I have like 50 plus hours with this game as far as Steam has kept track of, and easily half of those were just spent playing around with the character creator. I have a lot of fun
He's
with it.
not even
So,
lying.
like I said,
Not even lying.
I am planning on releasing all of these in relevant character packs. If I can on the workshop, if I can figure out how that works. If all else fails, I'll release them on the Nexus, so that y'all can just, you know, go to the import once you get it, and then pull it in from there. So, oh, and also, Siri, complete with the proper scar there. And if I recall, did I give her? Yeah, I gave her UK. I could give her Polish, however. That isn't exactly, you know, the voice that she had in at least the Western version of the game, so I tried to model that as closely as I could. Okay. So, since this, I think, is a pretty good stopping point, because I've finally completed the mission, so I rescind what I said earlier. I will let this stand as a chapter, as a milestone of victory, all on its own. I have finally completed the Dark VIP mission format. So, the plan for next time, once we resume this campaign in the next couple of days, is I want to keep moving forward. I want to prioritize making magnetic weapons, plate armor, and getting psionics, because I've checked into at least how the weapons and armor actually work. I haven't done anything with psionics, and as I said in my personal campaign, I haven't advanced the plot at all past where we currently are here. So from moving forward, it's all fresh territory for me. So I want to, since we're pretty low on the Avatar Project counter, I want to prioritize creating resistance radio and widening our network, and then pushing into different areas so that we can start accruing more resources, and then probably at some point during the coming stream hit the black site. So I think that's the plan moving forward.
Spot says, I see Jason Brody. Have you RJ Goey or Goey?
Yeah.
RJ?
I need to make Voss too.
I think RJ's the character of 4.
Oh, Ajay, yeah.
It says ARJE, so
Oh, is that how it's spelled?
I guess so.
Oh, okay. I'll have to check that.
Pretty Panda Pants says, my friend uses a voice control mod. Marcus says, give it to Ghost.
Okay. So we'll take care of that. So this was fun. I enjoyed this, and again, I appreciate everyone's patience. I know I had to miss this past week's stream just because insomnia kicked my ass.
Hour. It means hour.
It's gonna be more than you though, because there's 3 days where I was just like, I just can't sleep. So this isn't taking the place of this week's stream. That's still happening as well. I felt like streaming tonight, and I already had some stuff prepped for release for today as far as the scheduling, so I had the time to do so. And I wanted to kind of catch up, and to also share with y'all all of the the mods and additional customization and all the extra lessons I've learned from my personal campaign, so that we can move forward with confidence from here. So let me see. I actually had a little sheet of things I wanted to cover, and I have already covered them all. So
awesome.
Since I still have some keys remaining on my little list here,
we will get rid of those in the coming streams.
For the next few streams, we'll have probably one, maybe a couple giveaways per stream. So stick around for that if you want to get a little free stuff. Because also check out the Humble Bundle stuff, because they've had some really good deals the past couple of weeks. That's how I came by some of these. So yeah, that's pretty much everything. So cheers for all of you for having patience with me, for sticking around this evening. Let me exit to desktop.
This is a pretty awesome game.
I love this game. It's so good. So also last note, keeping in mind that I have all this extra customization stuff. If any of y'all want revisions to your character further, send me messages, and I'm happy to change stuff around. And I kind of like the idea that Noah posed a little while ago, and doing a pretty chilled out, informal, just character creation and customization stream here in a little while. That we won't worry about campaign stuff. We'll just mess around with character pool and create whatever we want. So if you want to, stick around for that if you have any changes, or if you want me to, create bios, or change up patterns and colors, and even the weapons and stuff. If you're already in the campaign save, I'll load that up, change the weapon, and then save it and exit. That way we don't move anything around. So yeah, that's the plan for here. So I'm Kinsmarck here at Last Level Press.
I'm Violeta.
And as always, we wish you all good gaming and Godspeed.
Bye.
Cheers, everybody. So let's see.
We got
so pretty Panda Pants. Sorry for you coming around right here at the end.
And saved.
Yeah, and I'll have to fix some bios. Yeah.
The lulls. Thanks for showing up.
Yeah. Cheers.